Welcome back, everyone. My hat fell off. Like 5 seconds in and my hat's falling off. Like, why? Why do I bother? Why do I bother? Welcome back, foolish mortals. It is I, something. Actually, my name is Carly, but that's not the point. And I'm up to something spooky because it's Halloween, my favorite holiday. And I really kind of waited to the last minute. Like literally, I'm filming this today on Halloween and I hope to post it before, midnight when it's still Halloween. The point being, it's a sewing tutorial, guys! So some kind of dark magic is at play here. I'm gonna show you how I made this really cute spider web capelet that I'm wearing, and it's super warm and snuggly, which would be great if I didn't live in the South and it wasn't, 80 degrees in October. Okay, but anyway, let me show you how I made this spider web capelet. Check it out. First thing I did was I actually pulled a pattern from a capelet I had made last year or the year before. You can do this with a circle skirt pattern, however, I find that doesn't work very well because the bottom is not cut on a bias, so it doesn't turn out that great. So you can see I have a back piece which I'll place on the fold with this long edge, and that's the cool shape. And then I have two front pieces with this little scoop. So I'm gonna cut that out of my fleece, and I'm using this black, like anti-pill fleece felt stuff. It's really soft. It pills a little bit, but whatever. So first things first, cut that out. Stitch together all of our cape pieces with the sides to sides. Take it to your sewing machine. Sew it on. There you go. That's how you do it. So now we have a cape. Well, it doesn't look spooky enough yet, so let's add some details with some white thread. I'm going to go in and add cool little loop-de-loos along the edge of this cape and give it that cool spider webby feel. And that can take a little while. My tip for when you're doing this is to start on one side, kind of scoop it around, and when you get to that point, put your needle in on the far side of your fabric and then swivel it around so you get a nice sharp point. I kind of didn't do this when I first started and just kind of haphazardly looped them and wound up with like this wavy kind instead of this nice sharp points. So that's my tip to you. Once that's done, we're gonna take our cape back over to our table and just kind of draw out some squares, just kind of haphazardly. It doesn't have to be anything super special. Just, you want some squares to make it look web-ish. And then you take it back to your sewing machine and you're gonna sew all of those little square lines in with that zigzag stitch, just like we did around this. And this takes a while. So, since it's raining and nobody can go anywhere because it's raining on Halloween, we're gonna sew. This takes a while, I'm not gonna lie. So, turn on Hocus Pocus, watch it, or, Children of the Corn, one of my personal favorites. Get yourself some mulled wine or some mulled cider and just go to town. And once you have all of your little windows done, you can do one of two things. You can cut these out and have actual holes. I decided not to for some reason. I should have because it's hot. And then you've got a basic cape, but it still looks like it's missing something. So now we're gonna make a cool collar to go on this cape. So you're gonna take your cape, lay it out on a piece of paper, and find your center back, make a mark there, and scoop all the way up around to the other side. There you go, that is your neckline. We now have our basic shape. So if you ever drafted a Peter Pan collar, it's just like that. So I measured mine about 3 inches out and then just started connecting dots until I had a nice, cool, smooth curve. And that still wasn't spooky enough. So I did the same thing like I did with the bottom of my cape. I just made little swoops. Swoops like bunnies or spiders. Anyway, add those on there, and then we're gonna cut our collar out of the same material. Now, I'm not gonna cut along those lines because we're just gonna mark them as sewing guides. Take it over to your machine, do that double stitch, and then you have a nice sharp collar, but it's not on your cape. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pin it to the inside of your cape. Yes, to the inside where the seams are. Don't pin it to the outside, trust me on this. So pin it to the inside, sew along that line, and then when you flip it out, you get this nice sharp seam, and you cover the rough sides when it flips out. And there you go, nice and done. If you wanted to, you could add a closure to this, like a little hook and eye, or you could sew some ribbon to the inside right here and tie it up. Me personally, it just kind of sits. I like it open and everything. So yes, that is it. our spider capelet. I hope you have enjoyed this very brief, quick sewing tutorial. Literally, this took me maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. You could also cut around this little fringy section on the outside like you did on the collar to make it look a little bit sharper. I got lazy and decided not to. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please, hit the little thumbs up down there. Let me know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see. Do you want more sewing tutorials? Bet you do, because it says something in the title. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. If you want me to pop up and say "Ooh" in your phone, hit the little bell icon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I'm got spooky things to do. Bye. Alexa, play super spooky scary skeletons.
Spooky, Scary Skeletons by Andrew Gold, starting now on Amazon Music.